Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. In this episode, we're making facial mask and we're making it with fabric. So I have here 10 inches, 10 and a half inches of fabric. And if you're like me, you don't like math, just use a microwave food cover to measure that out. And once you have that, cut through that circle, and we have half circles, and put the fabric together. Make sure that the right side is inside, okay? And you just sew around the curve. I mentioned around the curve, not the straight side. So I am just starting out with a simple stitch. I don't know what this stitch is called, but simple stitch, okay? Just something simple to go around that curve. You can see it right here. It's not too wide, it's just right there. So once you get to the end of the curve, make sure that you secure that really well. Tie your thread. Once you have that tied and secured, you go ahead and cut it off. And we're onto the other part. So once you have the curve done, you just fold in half like so. I mean, this is very easy. Like, it's very easy. So just fold it in half. Make sure that the center aligns. Once the center is aligned, you just sew and stop right there. Stop right there. I made about 11. I can't tell you how many times that I sewed the whole thing through. But yeah, so I'm stopping and I'm making sure that I tied my thread. And you're going to see in a second why we left that little piece. I mean, that's the mask. It's done. So once you have that, you turn the right side out. Turn. Bring the fabric out. Look how gorgeous that looks already. I mean, that's the mask right there. All we have to do now is just to iron it out, make sure everything is nice and smooth. And remember, we left a little hole, a little slit to turn it. Don't worry if you're OCD and you want to sew that up, go ahead. But I really did not, because you're not even going to notice it. So I have elastic. I have 11 inches of elastic. Just tie the ends together. Make sure it's nice and tight. Once you have that nice and tight, it goes over on each side of the mask. So just to remind you, see that little slit? It's just going to disappear, okay? So I'm folding once and I'm folding twice. And that's it. So, and I make sure that I sew the elastic down just so it stays in place, because I don't want it to be moving. I don't want to see that knot. I just want to sew it in place and everything is good. So this stitch is different from the one that I had earlier, or that I showed you guys earlier. With this one, I go from the outside in, and then I go from the inside out. So once I'm done, you see that the elastic is nice and tight, is in place. I did the same thing to the other side, and that's it, guys. Like, the mask is done. Like, we're talking is done. Like, no sewing machine, very easy. I'll see you guys soon.